Good day everyone, my name is Lawal Joanna and welcome to day 14 of the Oases Health Initiative Diabetes Awareness Campaign 2024. We will be having a panel session and I am your lovely host. Here with me is
Eric Bright, a student of the College of Medicine, University of Lagos.
and
I am Ali Umar Kayode, a student of the College of Medicine, University of Lagos.
over the course of the awareness campaign you have asked us questions and today we are here to provide answers to those questions. So let's dive right in.
Show how diabetes not only affects the individual, but also affects the family members, the friends, the children and colleagues. So it's actually inspiring to see how your mom and how the family will be able to take care of your dad during this taxing period. Also, that's why we advocate for family involvement in cases like this. For individuals that have NCDs like diabetes, it's important for their family members to organize events, exercises, even motivation. So these individuals do not feel like victims. They feel loved by their family, and it's actually helped their recovery. It helps them basically. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that input, Dr. Eric. If you've been following our campaign, in one of our past videos, you've noticed that we emphasize on the support for individuals living with diabetes. Now, moving on to the next question.
Okay, diabetes is a very serious non-communicable disease. Records have it that it causes about 47 million deaths per year. And this is very worse in low-income countries like Kuwait, Pakistan, and maybe Nigeria. So that is why we, the members of the Oases Health Initiative, have decided to always create awareness about diabetes. And diabetes can be managed by early detection, healthy lifestyle, proper nutrition, and with this, I believe we can minimize the risks that diabetes poses to us. Thank you.
That was a very beautiful rundown. Diabetes is a very serious health risk, and we are glad to be part of a movement advocating for its awareness.
That's a very interesting question because oftentimes a lot of people tend to know about type 1 and type 2 diabetes and they completely ignore a form of diabetes known as gestational diabetes. This form of diabetes is present in pregnant women and is usually in their second or third trimester. It tends to affect these women, also their babies. Oftentimes, after the pregnancy, after the woman delivers the baby, the gestational diabetes tends to leave. But there have been cases where there's a progression of the gestational diabetes into type 2 diabetes. That's why we actually advocate for proper tests, for good nutrition, for exercises to be able to mitigate this and ensure these women have a healthy baby and they are healthy themselves. Thank you.
Gestational diabetes, quite underrated, that's true.
As you had said, there are also two major types of diabetes, and they are type 1 diabetes and type 2 diabetes. So for type 1 diabetes, this is usually very common in children and adolescents. And the symptoms and signs for this diabetes are usually very sudden and are sometimes observable. So this is usually caused by autoimmune disorders where the immune system produces cells or factors that tend to inactivate the cells that produce insulin from the pancreas, leading to impaired or reduced production of insulin in the body, thereby leading to accumulation of sugars in the body. So for type 2 diabetes, this is usually very common in adults and its symptoms are usually not observable at all. Although this is usually caused by insulin resistance. Insulin is usually produced in the body, but the body cells are usually unresponsive to insulin produced. And for type 2 diabetes, this can be caused by old age, overweight, physical inactivity, sedentary lifestyle, and for both, they both require conscious attention and medical care to effectively manage diabetes. Thank you.
Now we know the difference between type 1 and type 2 diabetes. Thank you, Dr. Edman. So moving on.
Very wonderful question. Through our statistics and all what we've been able to see this far, diabetes has no cure. What people have actually noticed over time is that diabetes, there have been measures, there have been methods to actively manage the symptoms of diabetes. But till now, there's no cure. There have been improvements in a lot of technology, however, for instance, insulin delivery and even monitoring technologies have been greatly improved to ensure these individuals have real-time access to their blood sugar test, and even their lifestyle management and the likes. But it still remains that diabetes has no cure. And as for fatality, diabetes in itself does not cause death. But diabetes is like a prerequisite to having other diseases that can be life-threatening. These diseases range from kidney damage to heart damage to nerve damage and the likes. So diabetes does not cause death, but it is a major factor that brings about diseases that can be life-threatening.
So you thought people living with diabetes can't heal from their injuries, and it's comforting to know that they can. It might just be slower. Wow, it's been a very engaging session. Thank you to Dr. Umar and Dr. Eric Rice for their wonderful insights. Best believe we will be sure to answer all remaining questions in a follow-up post. With this, we've come to the end of the Oasis Health Initiative Diabetes Awareness Campaign 2024. Thank you for being a part of this wonderful movement, and we're really glad we were able to impact you in one way or the other. Please don't stop advocating for diabetes awareness wherever you go.